Hi, folks. Um, it's 2025, and I'm gonna kind of wait a minute to go live. So chill with me for a minute here in the Lake Fork Creek bottom, and we'll get to go the new year, 2025. I'm really kind of excited about 2025. It's been 4 years of kind of pause, so maybe now we can move on back to like we were 4 years ago. I'm excited about that. So this afternoon, we are in the Lake Fork Creek bottom on an oak flat. And it's beautiful out. It's kind of chilly. We've got a big cold front coming tomorrow morning. Snow, hopefully snow and some rain. But I'm here in my cage blind, and it's muzzleloader season, so I've still got a little time to do a little hunting. And I just wanted to get on live and talk about the new year, see how everyone's doing, and see what everyone's going to do for this new year. I'm still looking for new social media, video, kind of a consistency of what I do through the year. New to the channel, Lance Vick Outdoors. I'm a veteran guide of 20, probably 29 years now, guiding on Lake Fork, bass fishing. I love bass fishing and I love hunting. And I'm learning how to share this stuff on. I'm old, so I'm not really a good social media video, but I'm working on it. And I'm looking forward to the new year because I think I've got it set up. I'm on Facebook, Lance Vick, and Facebook, Lake Fork Outdoors, and YouTube, Lance Vick Outdoors, on this live broadcast I'm making. I'm sitting in a cage blind on an oak flat next to Lake Fork Creek. Lake Fork Creek is probably 300 yards from me. I run a hog hunting operation down here in the bottom, and this bottom is uninhabitable by humans because of the flood zone. So if they open, say, 2 gates of Lake Fork, I'm still good because Lake Fork Creek runs right through this property. If it comes up to, say, 3 gates or 4 gates or 5 gates, the water spills over into where I'm at. So this literally where I'm sitting right now would be underwater. So it's a very excellent spot for hog hunting. I've been hog guiding now for 9 years. And my son, Lawson, he helps me with those hunts. He's been doing it since he's 21 now, since he was like 13 years old. So we have a hog hunting operation down here in the bottom. And that's a good deal. We do the hog hunts on Saturday nights. And then I guide bass fishing from February till October Monday through Friday on Lake Fork Creek, Lake Fork, Lake Bodark. Lake Bodark was the new deal this year. So it opened up April 18th. And I got there. It opened on April 17th. I had a great year running up there. New lake, lots of fish. And kind of looking forward to it. Weird. It used to east. Sorry about that. Something happened with the battery. Um, I'm gonna have to get a battery charged up here. Hang on with me. Hey, check out these woods, man. We're on an oak flat, and there's been some pretty big deer going on. Let me get a charger going into this computer here real quick. But I'm literally sitting here in the bottom of Lake Fork Creek. Just a minute. Let me get a battery charger before my computer runs out of streaming to you live. I mean, the technology we have nowadays is unbelievable. I have a satellite receiver outside of this blind, so I can stream to you in 1080p with 2 cameras. It's amazing. Let me get a charger on this thing. But I'm also I'm a gear geek, totally a gear geek. And I'm sitting here, my feet are in mud, and we're live stream on YouTube and Facebook. Just coming into this computer. Hang on. All right, it was about to cut me off. So we're looking down in the bottom of Lake Fork Creek. So this creek, if Lake Fork was further down this way, I'm about maybe 2 miles from the dam, maybe. This is what the bottom of Lake Fork Creek looked like before it was flooded. So I'm going to sweep over with my camera. There's an oak flat right there. So all those trees we have to avoid with our skeeters now, that's what they look like before they were flooded. The creek is that, but this is kind of the bigger view right there. So now I can see comment. So if you made a comment or a question, I could answer them. And that would be good because I would know what to talk about, except for that we have a big storm coming tomorrow. And I've got to go to Hearst, Texas for the Fun and Sun Boat Show. It's one of the coolest boat shows. Back in the day, we used to go to boat shows advertising my guide service. I mean, we would go to St. Louis or Kansas City. We would go many places and do these boat shows. Jason and Clayton Pierce of Lake Fork Taxidermy. We would always go and make a and back booth, you sit there and actually handshake people and Hang on, I'm trying to get some comments on here, but it's not working. And there's 3 people watching. If somebody would just make a comment, say hi or something, so I can see that this is working right. But anyway, back to the boat shows, man. To get business back when Lake Fork was just hotter than a firecracker, we would go to boat shows and take pictures. They were actually Polaroids back then, and show all these big giant fish on Lake Fork. Now we have social media and the internet, and things happen like in an instant. And I've really kept up with that as best I can, but kind of hanging in there. So I'm looking forward to a new year. January, I'm going to be kind of hunting. I have the Saltillo Whitetail Ranch that I guide on, and whitetail hunts. We're out of whitetail up there for this year. I do some duck hunting up there on the Saltillo Lake. I have a really cool duck blind I put together. It's actually old pontoon boat and in it. So we've got an 8-acre lake that ducks come to, and I do hunts up there. Got a couple of hunts booked. The best part about that is eggs, bacon, and coffee, fresh coffee in the duck blind. Anyway, let's see. Tomorrow we've got a big snowstorm coming, so I plan to be here in this blind, and I want to stream this snowstorm coming live right out here in a pop-up. This blind, it's called a cage blind. It's really cool blind. I do hog hunting, so I can place this blind and put two hunters in there comfortably. They can heat it and hunt out of it. A lot of pigs. Pig hunting's been pretty good. We've been having some good hunts. If anybody's ever interested in pig hunts, you can call me at 903-312-0609. My son and I can put you on a hog hunt and send you home with some fresh pork, no doubt. And we can cook it. We're going to cook good dinner. Lawson cooks dinner for us during the hunt, so we have a fresh, hot dinner after the hunt is done. But the pigs really have been coming to this spot right here. Right there. It'd be really cool if they showed up while we were live. That'd be wild. But we can only do a video like this during the daytime. Somebody could hit a comment. How's your winter been going? Are you excited about the new year? I am, man. I'm really excited about 2025. Got my new rigged up. Fred at Diamond Sports Marine we're going to finish getting my electronics dialed in next week. And then I'm going to have Slade come in and tweak everything the way I need it so that I can keep up with all these young guys with forward-facing sonar. This year I have a Garmin, and then I have the Mega Live Turret or it's the remote target lock is what they call it. So I'll be able to spot lock and use my Garmin as a seek and destroy, or use my uh, Humminbird. I can turn it all the way around underneath the boat and show my customers where to throw. It's just beautiful out tonight. Just of all the storm that's coming tomorrow morning. I like the weather. I was fortunate enough to my dad was transferred to South Bend, Indiana when we were children. I don't know, I was 10 or 11. But he bought a farm, a 10-acre farm out in, it would be south of South Bend, Indiana. But it was in the middle of corn country and soybean country. The house was built in 1907. It was a really cool old place. The barn was, it had to have been 60 by 80. An old, they put this barn together with no metal. It had been, I don't know what they call it, but it was all stuck together with wood dowels. Anyway, big giant barn with the ramp on it. But we had big old deer in the back of that place at all times. So it was kind of cool. I was born in Arlington, Texas, and then we spent some time up in Indiana. And then when we moved back, I moved to Lake Fork. And that's what started my career, really, was we moved to, it's called Lunker Lodge back then. Judge Hager owned it, and Rob Hager ran. It's now Lake Fork Resort. But that's where I got my start on Lake Fork. And I've been ate up with bass fishing. When I was a young man, young child, my dad fished in the Arlington Bass Club, and we fished all the lakes back then: Rayburn, Toledo Bend, all the lakes around the Metroplex. So that's where I really got my start. And then when we moved back to Texas from Indiana, I was living in a camper down by the lake. Now Lake Fork Resort, but Lunker Lodge. And I met all the guides: Mark Pack, Ronnie Bird, Richard McCarty, and I just got ate up with bass fishing. I was ate up with it already. Really got ate up with. I started fishing Lake Fork with a I don't know. Okay, we're back. But I grew up in a Parker bass boat with the Teen Johnson on it. Man, we caught some fish out of that boat. It was cool. I can't believe how much has changed since then to now. I've been FXR 21 Skeeter boat that has electronics that can uh, sink World War II submarines. I'm pretty sure. But I've been real fortunate to get to fish for 29 years as a guide, putting people on fish on Lake Fork and other lakes. And I'm just really grateful for that time. Um, I'm going to go ahead and end up this live stream tonight. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to go live with this storm, the snowstorm we got coming through Texas tomorrow. I'm going to sit right here in this cage blind and watch the snow come through. I've still got a little bit of time. I've got some hunting to do before February starts. But when February gets here, my brain is going to be on big old bass. So hope to see you then. Take care and have a good night. Later.